Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is called Parshas Beshalach, and the big news in Parshas Beshalach is the splitting of the sea and the destruction of all of our enemies, the final freedom from Egypt. Okay, but it's very interesting that the end of the parsha has the war with Amalek. What's going on here? What's the connection between Amalek and destroying our enemies? The Torah doesn't always give you all the details. Right? It says that they arrived at Rephidim. It's interesting, Rephidim means wrath, from the word weak. Why were they weak? The Medrash says that they were being lax in their observance of Torah. Right? The Or Chaim says that instead of calling out to God to bring us to the Mount Sinai to receive the Torah, they were saying, give us water. They were complaining about things. Until it even said that the Jewish people said, Ha'im, is God in us or not? How could they say that? They're after all the wonders in Egypt, the splitting of the Red Sea, the man, all of these miracles. How could they say, is God in us or not? Okay, so it showed that they were in a state of weakness, and that's when Amalek came. So the first lesson is, when negative things happen, look inside. Don't blame somebody else. Think what I'm doing. What can I improve myself? How have I not been behaving properly? What more can I do to reveal God in the world? That's the first teaching. But there's a deeper level. The end of the chapter about Amalek ends with Milchemet Amalek LaHashem Dor. It's a war against Amalek for God, generation after generation. What is this thing about that the war with Amalek is forever? Okay, we don't even know who Amalek is. Okay, until Mashiach comes, we're not going to be able to destroy them. What's this idea of the war with Amalek? So it's so interesting. The word Amalek is the same numerical value as the word Safek. Safek, doubt. Right? Amalek is 240. Safek is 240. What is this idea of doubt? When a person's, just like the Jewish people themselves said, is God in us or not? How could they say that after all the miracles? How can we say we see God every day in our life when a person is doubtful about is God in his life or not? That's Amalek, and that shows in all of his involvement in Torah and mitzvahs. It gets weaker. Okay, so when we fight our evil inclination, our Yetzer Hara, when we push back against this laxness, we push back against these doubts, when we take the fire and the thirst in our soul and make it fire and thirst for the knowledge of Torah and fire for the excitement of studying Torah, we are destroying every generation the Amalek. Okay, retreat is not an issue. Shabbat Shalom.